This is an unboxing of the DSTE battery grip for the Canon 80D. I know it says 70D, but it's actually compatible with the 80D. So we'll check this out. See what's all in here. Got a battery. Another battery. Scrape 2 batteries. Insert tray if you want to put AA batteries. You can use some AA batteries. I wouldn't recommend that unless you had to go that route. But it's always good as a backup to have that option. Here you see the grip itself slides right into where the battery would normally go on the camera, and you actually place the camera battery door right in here. You got your tripod mount here, and the camera itself mount here, which I'll show how that works. So now I'll quickly demonstrate how to install the battery grip and some of the advantages of having a battery grip. Basically, you just take your battery grip and you actually loose this hinge and turn it, and you can remove your tray. Now on your camera, just open your battery latch, take your battery out if you already have a battery in there, set it to the side, and actually you can pull this battery door off. It's pretty simple. You just kind of pull it down with these insert lines here, and you can actually reattach this to the battery grip itself so you don't lose it that way. And that's a pretty smart and handy thing to do right there on the side of the grip. It has a insert for your battery door from your actual camera unit. Then you want to install your batteries. That's pretty simple. Just pop them down, slide right in. Turn this on the other way, opposite direction, pop it down, slide it right in. Now you take your battery insert tray, kind of put it back in here and turn it and latch it back up. Now your battery grip, most battery grips are going to come with the one for the AA and the one for the standard batteries. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend using the AA, you know. I think you just use your standard batteries, you'll be good to go. But it's always good to have this as a backup in case your batteries do run out, which is very unlikely now that you have 2 batteries in this unit if you're going to be using 2 batteries. Basically, just slide it in where the battery would normally go. Pops right in. Turn the latcher counterclockwise, and it tightens it right back up to the camera unit itself. And there you have it. Now, as far as the quality and aesthetic of the DSTE unit, I would say it's pretty good quality. You know, sometimes you get what you pay for, but at $49.99 compared to $200, I would say it's definitely a good deal compared to the Canon battery grip. Now, as far as the aesthetic, you know, it's not a perfect match, but it's really close. I would say it's about 80-90% close. The actual rubber side itself I actually like better than the actual Canon, but it looks just like it. You wouldn't be able to tell unless you came up and touched it that it was different. The Canon unit is actually a little bit harder. This is a little bit softer, a little bit easier to pinch. I just prefer this better on the DST battery grip than the actual Canon unit itself, in my opinion. Now on the body, the plastic on the body, the Canon is actually more matte. This has a more shellac shiny finish, and is a little bit of a difference you can notice than the actual unit itself. But you know, I wouldn't say it's so far off that, you know, someone will actually notice it and it would stand out unless you got really close to it and kind of looked at it. Yeah, so it's a pretty close match. Now, as far as using the unit, some advantages of having a battery grip is actually having double the battery life, obviously, because you have 2 battery slots. So you buy yourself another battery, you know, you're going to have double your battery time that you normally would. Now, it's going to add a little bit of weight to the unit itself. It's going to add about 30% more weight, which is not a problem for me, but that may be a problem for some people. It's definitely not as light as it used to be when you had the battery grip. But another advantage is that if you have bigger hands, it actually feels a lot better, a lot easier to grip, and it just feels more comfortable in your hand. And I would say definitely has a better looking aesthetic to it overall. It looks more professional. You'll look like more of a serious photographer when you got this battery grip on. Like you'll know what you're doing, even if you don't know what you're doing. And obviously, one of the purposes of battery grip is to be able to take pictures, you know, turning the camera vertical. So you have your shutter button right here, and you have the same functions as far as the layout that you would around your normal shutter button here on the back end of the battery grip too. So that's great to have also. So when you're taking those vertical pictures, just, you know, turn your camera. It's easy to grip. And I would definitely recommend getting one of these. Like I said, I picked this one up on Amazon for $49.99. You know, it's right under 50 bucks. Well, actually $47.99 on Amazon. You know, you can't really beat that price as far as what you're getting. So that's the review of the DST Pro BG-E14 vertical battery grip. And like I said, this works on Canon 70 and as well as the 80D models.